Here with men's soccer coach Pete Watkins. Coach, a busy week for you guys. You start out with 2 non-conference games Monday and Tuesday. Now you head into a Saturday conference game against St. John's. We've talked off camera that every time you guys play a game, it's a learning experience. Can you talk a little bit about what you guys learned Monday in a 1-1 tie with Viterbo and then Tuesday in that 3-1 loss to Grinnell?
Yeah, well, we as we always say, we have a very young team, and so the chance to play any team, whether it's NAIA team, non-conference, whatever, it's important to our team's development. And with the change of schedule, we lost the game on Sunday due to weather. It was canceled. So Viterbo was very gracious to come up and play us Monday, and then obviously the game at Grinnell yesterday. We played, I think, 27 or 28 players in the 2 matches. We were able to rest some guys, a couple guys on cards that we want to keep off the field. So it was good for us to get some young guys that frankly hadn't played a lot at the varsity level in a couple of weeks. So it was some good individual performances. We looked a lot like a team in kind of their second preseason where we weren't connected as well as we need to be, missed some pretty good chances that we'd like to have back. But we got a lot of experience for our guys, and that was important.
Gave Mike Calderon a chance to become the latest Cardova to score his first collegiate goal. Very young team, but it is kind of ironic if you look at it, and you guys have, all but 2 of your goals this year have been scored by people who were really playing for the Cardinals for the first year. Something to be expected, but again, nice to see so many different people putting the ball in the net for you.
Absolutely, and Mike's been a great example of guys that we have in our program that just have to kind of wait their turn, and when they get the opportunity, step on and make a difference. We actually talked in my office last week about that, and he did exactly that. And Mike's going to have a very good career for us, and he showed in that opportunity and in the game against Viterbo that he belongs playing at this level. And so those games give us that chance, and then who knows how things go with a team like St. John's where that player steps in and makes a difference.
Now you kick off a very busy end of the season here, end of the regular season. You've got St. John's on Saturday, and then you hit the road for 2 games against McAllister and Augsburg next week. Talk a little bit about Saturday, a big conference game against St. John's, a very talented team, and really one of those teams that you need to knock off in hopes of making the conference playoffs.
Yeah, absolutely. I have a ton of respect for St. John's. I think they do business, frankly, the way we want to here at St. Mary's in a lot of ways. And their guys play the game well, and they play it with class, and they're going to be a really good test for us. So we have to be ready for that. They're going to bring some very talented players at us. I think we're in a position where we can create some goals on the other end as well. So I think the fans will get a good game, which should be fun. But yeah, so we're chasing the same playoff spot, frankly, and so we have to approach the game that way. And it'll be the first time we put our starting 11 back out on the field in probably about 10 days. So we'll be curious to see how that plays out.
It's a special day, senior day, last home game, and it's always special to honor your seniors. And you've got 5 seniors who really, as you start to build this program to where you want it to be and to become one of the powers in the MIAC, these guys have kind of laid the groundwork. Talk a little bit about the impact that these 5 seniors have had on this program.
Yeah, 5 great young men, and they've all contributed in different ways, not just this year, but even last year. When I came in as the head coach here, and a couple of them are what I call bridge players. They're guys that are kind of willing to be the bridge from the way we used to do business to the way we do business now, and help guys still in the program understand the changes. And so you have a couple guys like Eric Lush and Gunnar Knudsen who they do the right things day by day, and guys look up to the way they conduct themselves, and they'll be missed for those reasons, absolutely. Cam McKeith, who's stepped in I think almost every position but goalkeeper for us, and he's doing really well at left back and been very influential for us. Jacob Bina has stepped in as a captain and done, I think, exceptionally well, in terms of playing a couple different roles, but just being very steady for us up top. If he was paid by header 1, he would be a pretty rich guy. He does a lot in the Air Force, which is part of the job description, but also difficult. And Sam Puff, who's a 2-sport athlete here, he's played both tennis and soccer at a very high level for us. And just positive atmosphere in the locker room because of him, and really he'll be a guy that we miss in a lot of ways. So all 5 guys contribute differently, but they all contributed to moving the program the direction it's at now. And we should have a good alumni game next year with those type of guys coming back.
As you get ready for Saturday's game and as you head into the locker room before the game, obviously there's a lot of emotions in this. How do you make sure that they channel that emotion in the right way so that when they take the field and the referee blows that whistle to start the game, they're ready to play soccer again?
Yeah, our message to the seniors really isn't any different than it is to the rest of our players for a game like St. John's, where we talk about coming in and changing a culture and establishing a legacy. You know, Saturday is a day that you get to do that, and Saturday is a day you have to be ready to play. And so we want all of our players to recognize that opportunity. I think our seniors will probably taste it a little bit better and savor it a little bit more. But we're looking forward to it.
Saturday afternoon, 3 o'clock against St. John's on Senior Day at Okramovich Field. Good luck, Coach.
Thank you.